Welcome to the Echo Chamber.
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 A new voice project.
A new voice
A
project
new voice project
of the European Humanities
Of the
University.
European Humanities University.
Of the European Humanities University.
Okay, so here we are today, and we're speaking with the Global Belarusian Leaders organization that's recently formed, and we had a meeting today at the European Humanities University to talk about their plans and their goals, and they made a very nice presentation, and it's an honor to have them here with us today in our Echo Chamber, where we talk about different issues related to Vilnius, Lithuania, Belarus, and the region, and connections with education. And so we're going to just ask a few questions. We have a whole crew of people here today, so we're very excited to be here with you. So maybe just first in general, what can you tell us about your organization? What it is that you do?
The aim of this organization is in creating of a network of outstanding and successful Belarusians all around the world. We would like to act as an umbrella for those organizations that already exist in different countries. However, they are not everywhere. So in those countries where we don't have Belarusian diasporas or any supportive organizations who want to have our branch offices to build something of this kind. And we want to unite those people who feel affiliated to Belarus, who have Belarusian roots, and who feel they can support Belarus from the countries they are located in.
So we mean successful Belarus. We all know that the society in Belarus is apathetic in many ways, because people are afraid to express their minds and participate in various organizations. But we need to realize that we live in the world consists of not just NGOs or various societies. We are trying to offer a new way to awake people, try to kind of contribute to their participation, to expose them to various values in the world through connecting various professionals from various fields from inside Belarus with the professionals outside, and that way build social capital, which is it's a term. The term means cooperation that you can use, the connections that you can benefit from, and that is built on trust, and that's what we are trying to accomplish.
Why did you think there was a need for such an association or organization to form, and how did you end up coming in contact with each other and deciding, hey, this is something we would like to build together?
The organization started about a year ago based on the initiative called United Students of Belarus, which takes place in Vilnius for about 7 years already. The organization usually gathers about 40 outstanding students from all over the world, and we want to take that network a step further because it is well known that students become professionals and they need the network of professionals. So we want to offer them mentoring by already distinguished professionals all over the world. And this mentoring is kind of one of the missions, while the bigger one is, as I mentioned before, exposure of people to various values and help and advice from these professionals. For example, if we invite a businessman to our meeting and the representative from the United Students of Belarus will be present as well, and this student needs some experience. Maybe that businessman who is established can offer an internship, for example, for that student. So in that way, offering him an opportunity to grow, and that's going to be up to that student already. So if he's going to use that opportunity, but we are trying to offer them. If it is a scholar, for example, and a student wants to become a PhD, and he can have that mentoring again. He can maybe do research with that professor. That's what we are trying to kind of accomplish. And another thing is that I also mentioned that the main slogan is from civil apathy to civil society. By being exposed to various values, people will be participating. We cannot deny the existence of Belarusian diasporas in the world, which can help if you ask them. However, many people don't know about the existence until later, when they already live in the country. And another aspect is many people also achieve success on their own, and they think that if they achieved it, others should be capable of that as well. So that's we want to offer them that help, so they do not struggle and be more positive and be able to help as well. Not just say, "Oh yes, I did it myself." Let them figure it out.
Well, I would like to talk about my perspective of life in Italy. When I've been living in Italy for 4 years already, and I cannot say that I've ever faced any organization supporting Belarusians. I've met people from Ukrainian or Russian diasporas, which is why if a Belarusian comes to Italy, it becomes natural for you to start affiliating yourself to these diasporas, because you either don't know about the existence of our diaspora or there are none of them. Which is why, or maybe there are, but they are not official, they are not public. You don't hear about them, or you don't know about their existence. We would like to be accessible to everyone. We would like to be public. We would like to be able to be reachable. This is our goal.
At the same time, just to add to that, unfortunately, also these Belarusian diasporas are considered to be oppositional. Also, it's good. They support the democratic cause and wishing all the best to Belarus. They do not wish for bad at all. And however, some people don't want to be affiliated with such a cause. That's why we strive to be non-partisan, non-political organization. We are focused on civil society. There are many civil societies that are not affiliated with politics, which exist in the United States and in Europe. So we will make sure that the agenda is not redirected into political direction.
So you've come across and you've met and you've networked, and Belarusians are coming into contact with each other more and more. You've got different groups that have formed in different parts of the world. How has education connected with the people that you've met? How is it different with the types of jobs that they're able to find in the country that they're moving to? Is it often that they are not able to find a job in the same field that their studies were back home?
The dedicated people go and climb on their own often, and they achieve success. However, I know people who have master's degrees and they work in bars. And I know people getting legalized in the United States and still work at restaurants. Probably if these people were encouraged, they might have found something more suitable to them, because if a person receives master's degrees in international relations, let's say, this opportunity, even an internship or encouragement or something, may change the way of living for that person.
So, do I understand that one of the main aspects of your mission, or what you'd like to accomplish, is to be there for support, to support Belarusians around the world, to provide references if they need reference, to be a voice that they can speak to someone who maybe has gone through similar experiences as they have? Are those some of the core values, or what are the core values that your organization would like to sort of show people?
Well, we would like to do anything possible to sustain our Belarusian identity. As I said already, among people who still live in Belarus and people who left motherland for any other country. We do care of maintaining this identity.
Okay, that was something I was going to ask as well in terms of your young professionals who are highly educated and you're not currently living in Belarus, but at the same time, as I understand, your organization is not really promoting immigration, so to speak. You're working both with Belarusians outside of the country, but also with Belarusians inside of the country to have a dialogue, and dialogue is really important in what you're trying to build here.
It's not all of us present here right now. We have representatives in Belarus, and we are inviting a lot of, most of the guests we expect would be coming from Belarus, from inside the country, and so I don't think we have that problem. We are not promoting immigration. We are trying to create network inside and outside of Belarus.
A couple of questions that were expressed to you about how to avoid some of the problems that have happened in the past with non-government organizations that have formed, which have become, unfortunately for them and their fate, become overly political and have ended up either falling apart or being in a very different type of organization than what it seems that you're trying to do. How do you answer to people when they say there's worries about the politicization of this NGO? How do you respond to them?
Since we want to create the network, global network, we don't want to build a wall between Belarus and Western society. So that's why we don't want to scare people away from us. We want them to feel secure coming back and not face any persecution because they went to Vilnius for the establishment of the Global Belarusian Leaders Organization.
Yeah, but we understand that any independent organization perceived by Belarusian government as a threat. So it's not on us. It's because of attitude of Belarusian government toward any organization which is not controlled by Belarusian government.
Okay, well, maybe getting to one of the last questions, or even the last one here, the title of your organization at this point is Global Belarusian Leaders, and the discussions we've had here in the last couple of days, some of them have been about leadership, and what does leadership mean, and it means different things in different sectors, perhaps, but it maybe even means different things in different languages, and we even raised the term liderstvo, the Russian term. And we were all actually together in this one session on leadership right near the beginning of this event we've held here at EHU. What does it mean for you, and what's the importance of leadership in this organization that you want to build? How important is it to build the leaders of the future, or leaders today, or to help more people be leaders, or to be followers as well, and to become part of some kind of organization that's mutually beneficial, that's working together with people instead of dividing people? How does leadership come into play for GBL, for the Global Belarusian Leaders Organization, for you?
I actually don't like the word leadership on leader because I have to say it because it has different explanations of it, or different views on this word. Particularly in Belarus, leadership and leader is always seen from the perspective of authoritarian system. That means someone who is leading means someone who is actually saying what to do, who is actually enabling other people and making the most work for them. I think that from my point of view, we have to develop a culture of foresters, people who are enablers, who are inspiring other people by their work, what they do. They should have clear position in their life, what are their values, and with this position they have to connect to other people and work together with these people. So in this point of view, I would say that the leadership is a personal development. It's actually every person should be a leader for themselves and a forester for the community.
So there's a teamwork orientation involved here, or a community orientation, or a group work, something like this.
If it's all about a network, So this is the main thing. To find the way to success is to build up a teamwork, a collaboration, and not a group of leaders who maybe don't understand each other.
I agree with Maxim that the word leader is a complicated word, and we had conversations with many people who said, well, the main leader in the Republic of Belarus is your president, right? And yes, you cannot argue with that, but we want to kind of develop a different understanding of the word leadership or leaders, and the difference of our organization is the team leadership work, because you can, as we just mentioned, there are different meanings. You can be the leader follower, you can be the leader of an organization, you can be anybody. So we don't want it to be kind of associated only with the hierarchical structure.
And from my point of view, there's a clear understanding that for us it's a leader definition of the 21st century.
So we need to kind of understand that leadership is the person who is energetic and enthusiastic for the cause, and that's precisely what we are looking for. We want energetic and enthusiastic people to contribute to the betterment of Belarus and help people in need for their professional growth.
So leadership can be a type of service as well. Or you could be a volunteer leader, not necessarily one who's trying to control others, but to contribute in a positive way to development or communities, things like this. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Khafril, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're the recent president of the Students' Union here at EHU. Perhaps you have some thoughts on leadership or how this organization came to be called the Global Belarusian Leaders?
Yeah, I think that we are a product of this new generation which already a bit grew up from the students, let's say, and we're ready to be united not just as a students but already as a people, and we see that the society, Belarusian society in the whole world is ready and ready to provide proper professionals with a region from Belarus. And we think that these people are ready to lead in some questions, and they are ready to implement and ready to influence current Belarus and leaders in Belarus. And that's why we think that we are being global Belarusian leaders. We could unite leaders with Belarusian roots, as from Belarus as out of Belarus. So that's why I think, in this case, we try to unite leadership originated in Belarus, but now separated in whole the world. And I also see, while I was a president of the Student Union, I saw as well a lot of students, but a lot of Belarusians who somehow related to Belarus, because each is somehow middle point between Belarus and Belarusians abroad. And it was also some kind of reason to think about that we could make these leaders together. And doesn't matter where they are staying, whether it's inside or outside, we can unite them and then to have a benefit from all that, not only the members, but the whole society.
I'll wrap it up here, but just to say from us here at EHU and the Echo Chamber that we're very pleased and honored to have you here and have you here for the last couple of days for the EHU Day and for the alumni event here. And we're looking forward to hear the progress that you're going to make. And we've heard about the upcoming events, but this is a great step forward. And so we're pleased that you can be here and hope you'll be here again next time when you're in Vilnius. Look forward to hearing the progress and the steps and all the things that are going to happen with Global Belarusian Leaders. Thanks for joining us at the European Humanities University Echo Chamber. Please send us your comments, questions, or feedback on our on-site voice recorder. If you send us a short text comment, we may also translate it into voice.